Hey, you beautiful people. I just got done talking to my sister, but I got done talking to my husband too. I call her my sister. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. She had, let's say, prayers for her. Her mate has epilepsy fits, and she had some really bad ones and went to the hospital yesterday. And I think the hospital straightened her out, so hope to God nobody deserves to go through that. Hopefully she's okay. And what we were talking about, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not saying anything on here that y'all haven't already. I don't want to say y'all. I'm not from the South. But I'm not saying anything on here that you all haven't heard. And what I mean by that is, I got to keep saying it because it just seems like nobody's saying it, or nobody cares about it, or nobody hears it, and everybody's involved in their own shit. Why I keep saying give to people, even if it's a box of macaroni and cheese, like me and her were talking, do something for somebody that you normally wouldn't do something for. If you think you know somebody's struggling on your street, you don't have to call them out and make them feel funny. Just leave an anonymous box of something on their porch and say, look, this is what I always say. It doesn't make people feel funny. Say, I had too much of this. Can you use this, or can you pass it on if you don't want it? That's all you got to say to people. That won't hurt their feelings then. I always say that. My previous video that I did earlier was about qualifying to be a subscriber on my channel. I just want people... I guess I went over people's heads when I was talking about our government. They're like, well, why don't you vote? I don't like either party. It isn't about the parties. It's about our government as a whole has lost consciousness of us as people. So we as people need to, even if we don't have a lot of money, band together and start helping one another. I wish I could think of somehow to start something here on YouTube. This is my idea. I'm pitching out to you guys, where I have a bunch of different people, and instead of them throwing stuff away or selling it or giving it away or throwing it away, we could have people come on here and say what they have, and somebody in need could come on here and somehow they could get it, or hook them up with the same people in the same state so they wouldn't have to travel to get it. There's got to be a way where we can do things to help people. And even if it's little things, even if it's just like talking to somebody, do you know that you could be talking to somebody that has bad depression problems, and you could be the reason why they didn't kill themselves or hurt themselves, just by giving them love and compassion, making them feel that they matter. That's what my channel is about, and I just think I cannot say it enough. When I give to people, these damn bees this year are relentless, and I'm going to squeeze their asses, okay? Because I can't take it. I got stung already this year. They're just really bad. We can't even shut our cars up. They're just so bad. Little buggers. Anyways, you have no idea when you give to somebody. You don't have to tell nobody about anything if you don't want to. You don't realize how good you feel. And when I talk about giving to people, it's not for a pat on my back. I could give a flying fuck less about that. It's about 100% to awake the spirit of giving and stuff in you guys. I don't care if you're just like me, you're poor like me. If you don't have a lot to give a box of macaroni and cheese. Go out of your way and go to the pantry tomorrow, a food pantry in your neighborhood, and say, here, that's all you got to do. Say, here's 3 or 4 boxes of macaroni and cheese and a loaf of bread. Do you know that'll help so many families right there alone? If you could do that, go through your cabinet. Give you a reason to fall clean. Go through your cabinet, your pantry in the basement, your pantry upstairs. Get a couple bags of canned goods. People are starving. people can't afford food. Okay, one of my other friends, I'm going to clue you guys in California, 1-bedroom apartment is almost $4,000 a month. It was $3,491. He sent me this early this morning. A 2-bedroom in California is almost $8,911 a month. Who in the flying fuck could afford that? Plus utilities and, like a renter's insurance and everything else. Who could afford that? So when you're all said and done, you're probably talking around $9,000 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. $10,000. That's not counting food, your car insurance, everything else. Things gotta be different. And we're going to do a lot of suffering till we wake the fuck up, people. We got to wake up. We're acting too slow on this. I feel like there's a major time limit on us performing and helping people. I need to crack my neck. It's stiff as hell. And if I could crack it, it feels so good. When I give to people, makes you feel high as a cloud. You just don't realize how wonderful you feel to help somebody out in need. That's all. We need to start helping people. I'm going to keep coming on here and talking about it. And Washington, D.C. has real horrible apartments. They're like $4,000 a month. And other places, not just those. Everybody's in great need of either mental health, food, housing. We got to start coming together. Whatever we can give, if it's just kind words and we talk to somebody in need, or we can give a little bit of food to somebody like I do. That's all wonderful stuff. We got to have that giving spirit, giving heart, and embrace each other and love one another. I'm telling you guys, please, 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 before it's too late. Please, I beg of you. It isn't about the government. The government as a whole is failing us. It doesn't matter if I voted for Trump or Biden. It doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there. We need to come together and do good for one another. And you could be that person to give love and compassion to somebody who is in great depression, who really needs to hear good, kind words from you. You could be working with them. You could be going to school with them. Open your heart to look for people that need your loving words. Look, make it your mission, like me. It'll change your life. I guarantee you that. Lisa's sharing life stories with you. Please look and help people. Even if you can only afford a box of macaroni and cheese. And this is another thing I always say. Something in your closet or your pantry. Wrong color, wrong size. Pantry. Could be something your family don't like. Go to your local pantry by your house or your church and drop off a little box of stuff you went through that your family isn't wild about. It could mean the world to somebody else while you're just letting it sit and rot in your pantry. It could be life-sustaining for somebody else. You see what I'm saying? God bless you all. I know you're good. It's just changing your hearts and changing your minds and getting you to understand where I'm coming from is the biggest challenge. And I will do it. I will rise above. I will have a couple million subscribers eventually one day. It's going to take time. You're going to have to keep seeing my ugly face over and over and over and over every day. But I'm going to do it. I just feel that God's got me. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to be the thing on YouTube that's more different than everybody else, because what I'm asking for is so basic and everybody's heard it before, but nobody wants to do anything about it. Lisa sharing life stories with you. Like and subscribe. I want to know what you can do, what you're going to do to help somebody tomorrow or today or tomorrow. Doesn't have to be no $1 million. Just a couple things. Just a couple things. And I'm looking over here. I see a goldfinch. My mom thought they were canaries, yellow canaries. They're goldfinches. They're absolutely beautiful. They look like they came from God. Everything comes from God. But they're beautiful. They're bright yellow like my sports car I used to have. I used to have a convertible screaming yellow Mustang, black top, bright screaming yellow, 40th anniversary. It was beautiful. Couldn't afford it. Sold it. And if I ever got rich again, I'd get me one of those and an Escalade. and I'd help everybody. So, yeah, I would have a couple nice things, but I'd help everybody. I love you all. Let's see what we can do to help our neighbors in our neighborhood and fellow people around us. Neighbors aren't like the neighbors when I grew up, where they were all loving and part of your lives, and you became friends with them. It could be like that again if you make it. But nobody wants to get involved. Everybody's so afraid of everybody. Stop that bullshit of being afraid of everybody. Being afraid of everybody will get you nowhere. You'll be alone and you'll die alone. It won't get you nowhere. Stop it. Don't be afraid. It's better to, remember that saying, it's better to have loved and lost than never love at all. It's better to help somebody and maybe something happens or something than never have helped nobody at all. Same damn philosophy. Love you all. Lisa sharing life stories with you. Get off your tuchus and help somebody today. Remember, you sons of bitches, we're all in this shit together. We really are. Get off your ass and do something. And I want to hear about it. Get on the horn here and tell me what you did good for somebody. Please. If you don't want to say it on here out loud, then email me. Lisa, I'm trying to think my saying. Lisa Kurzawa, Kurzawa, 67gmail.com. Didn't even remember. Love you all. God bless. Have a great day. I'm going to get a P.O. box for people to send me cards and shit, too. I would love that. That would blow my mind. People sending me little pretty cards and stuff. I love you all. God bless. Be better. Do better. Love you all. And subscribe before I break your fingers.